Let's go fishing, learn something together, and do it again tomorrow. Satisfying curiosity, one bait at a time, with your host, Brandon Hewitt.
Welcome to Fish, Learn, Repeat. I'm your host, Brandon Hewitt. Today we're going to do a deep dive into one of my favorite winter baits. This is the 4 1/4 inch Crush City Freeloader by Rapala. And this bait gets bit. I really love these Crush City baits. They smell like black licorice, and I don't know if the fish smell it, but I smell it, and it smells so good. Even if these baits are kind of old, they still have that scent in them. They're salt infused. Rapala did a really good job on all of these Crush City baits. And I'm not sponsored at all. Like, this is just my own opinions. I really, really like these Crush City baits. And this color is Sight Flash. It's that white, kind of sparkly silver, and it gets bit. I have it paired with this VMC 3/16 ounce swim bait hook, and I really like these two paired together. They're like a perfect combination. It's not too heavy to where you can't fish it shallow, but it's still heavy enough to get down deep if you're fishing for those deep winter bass. I prefer to fish this on a spinning reel just because you get a little bit more control with the rod tip and you can be a little bit more finessey with it. I was fishing this with a Baitcaster last year, and I had to like switch hands and just twitching, like those real fine twitches with the end of the rod to get that bait just to swim a little bit. It's a lot harder to do with the Baitcaster. Got him. Nice bass. Yes. Oh. Oh, there's a fish. Got him. Oh. Woo. So I like to fish this on a spinning reel. You can see there how that tail just the slightest little movement gets it moving. Like I can't even hold it steady. And I'm not very shaky, but I know I don't have surgeon hands, but even trying to hold it steady, that tail still vibrates. And then all those ribs there on the end of that bait just create extra vibration, and they munch this bait. It is a beautiful looking bait when it's all rigged up. That exposed hook is not weedless, but that means you don't need to set the hook very hard. That VMC hook has a super sharp needle point, and you don't really need to crank them to set that hook. You just pop that rod tip and that hook goes right in the bass's mouth. There's a couple different techniques you can use. I like to play the slack. When you cast out, you let it sink all the way to the bottom. And then you pull your rod tip up and then set your rod tip down, which puts slack in the line. And then you just twitch your rod tip like this and just play that slack. That'll get that tip of the tail of that bait moving just so beautiful. I've been tying the FG knot a lot, and I absolutely love it. The FG knot it goes through the guide so well. It's very, very strong. Best braid to leader knot I've ever fished with. And I really like fishing with braid because it's so sensitive. You can feel everything. You can feel this bait bounce off of rocks, off the bottom. Whenever a fish just picks it up, usually you can feel that. Let me go ahead and take this off and re-rig it so I can show you guys how that looks. So you have the bait and you have your hook, and what you want to do is line it up kind of where that hook point's going to come out, which is perfectly right here in the middle of the bait. What I'm going to do is just mark it. Just take my hook point, put it into the plastic and kind of rip it through. So now I can see where that hook point needs to come out at. Then you feed it in right in the middle of the nose of the bait and keep it as straight as you possibly can. You want that hook to go through right through the center with no twists in the bait. You just keep coming through, and then you poke the eye out right where you made that mark. Now what's neat about this hook is you can see it's got this corkscrew looking thing right under the lead. Now this is going to hold the bait in place, but it's kind of tricky. So you can see the hook point we have through, and you push it and then you spin it like this, and then you have to make the bait go around the hook, and then make the bait go around the hook just like this. Make the bait go around the hook, and you do this until it's all the way tied up to the eye. Just like that. And we are rigged perfectly. Look at how beautiful that bait looks. It's got the little holographic eye and the hook. And the way that this line tie comes straight out the top of this hook is very important, because when you twitch that bait, it's going to wobble back and forth like this. And just that wobbling back and forth and that tail going crazy, it really gets them to bite. All right, enough talking about the bait. Let's go out on the water and I'll show you guys this bait in action. And you don't want to miss this. This bass was huge. And stay tuned, because after we go fishing, I'm going to show you guys what this bait looks like under the water. Moving straight ahead. Oh, there it is. I don't see any fish though, do you?
Nope. Well, we can drive right back over it and see. Well, that's definitely it.
Oh yeah. There it is.
Bang. Freeloader to the bottom. I'm gonna have me a snacky poo.
What do you think that is on the bottom?
This?
No, right on, yeah, that thing.
Good question.
I got a fish. Yep. Yep.
Oh my. Oh my. Oh boy, Brandon's got it big. Need some help?
Yeah, if you want to grab him, I'll take the help.
Oh boy. Big one, dude. Big one, dude.
Heck yeah.
Wow.
You got a scale?
Oh yeah.
That right there made this whole trip worth it. That freeloader, guys. Yeah. Let's get a weight on this one. This is a monster, you guys.
Pretty big.
Oh, almost 5.
Almost
Hold on.
5.
It's not registering.
4.5.
There we go. 4.5. Look how fat it is.
Dude, look at that belly. Wow.
That's awesome.
No, sir. That thing is a pig.
That is awesome.
That's a big old fish, dude.
Well, let's go ahead and get it back before he's... Oh my gosh. Look how fat that bass is. Look how tall they are, see?
They are. They're stout.
Right back down to the depths.
We were really excited for a 5-pounder.
That was awesome.
I'd have been hooting and hollering, going on Mike Iaconelli.
Look,
Guy, dude.
as he's snacking, taking a
happens?
break. You can't take a break.
Yep, somebody sits down, somebody catches a fish. That's how it always goes.
Yes. So what I do is I cast out, I let it sink to the bottom, and then I just jig the slack just like this.